how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
That's good. I'm going to ask you some questions on organ/tissue donation.
Oh, good, I'm glad.
Do you know what it means to be an organ/tissue donor?
Well, I've heard about it for a long time. I'm not really sure, so why don't you explain it to me?
If anything should ever happen to you, your internal organ/tissue will get donated to help save other people.
Really? That's interesting. I wasn't aware of that.
Yes. All right, my next question that I have for you, are you an organ/tissue donator? Why or why not?
No, I'm not an organ donor because I was always afraid that if something was ever going to happen to me, that every effort wouldn't be made to save my life. I'm afraid that doctors would just, see that I'm an organ donor and then just let me pass so they could take my organs and give them to someone else. So I was always afraid of that.
Well, do you know that doctors must take that Hippocratically oath that says they shall first do no harm, so any thoughts you have about doctors not giving the best effort to save your life is a myth?
Really?
Yes. Also, organ and tissue donation only occurs after all measures have been unsuccessful in saving your life.
I was not aware of that. I was always afraid of things like that. So, I was a little scared to even consider it.
Yes, also, if you never even knew this, if the doctors don't try to save your life right away and they just try to kill you, then they could go to jail for that.
Well, they should go to jail if they are doing that, but I wasn't aware of that Hippocratic oath. How old do you have to be an organ donor?
You don't have to be a certain age to receive or give an organ.
Really? And now if I donated my organs, say like a kidney or something, because you can live with just one. If I donated my kidney, would I be able to meet the person who received it?
Of course you may know who receives your organs. It all depends on if you keep in contact with the person. When you donate an organ, you meet the person who's going to receive them.
Unless, of course, I'm dead.
Correct. But the family can also stay in contact with them.
Really?
Just when I was in school, I was talking to people who had this happening with their family, and I'll tell you a story. One little boy, he got in a car accident. His family, he was about 14, he got rushed to the hospital and they couldn't save his life. So the parents decided to make him become an organ donor, and they donated his organs and they stayed in contact with him. So they had beautiful little twins and everything like that.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
I also wanted to know, would you, now that I told you all these things about organ/tissue donation, would you ever want to become an organ/tissue donor?
Well, you definitely gave me some useful information, and I'm real happy that I had this conversation with you. So I just might look into it a little further, and yes, there is a possibility that in the future I will have that little organ donor right underneath my name on my driver's license. So thank you for that information. I do appreciate you giving me some more education about organ donation.
You're welcome. Anytime.
You have a great day. Thank you.
You too. Bye.